Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending on the time you are watching this video. I am once again by name Adamu Bashir from Ozmadugu Enterprise, and in today's video we want to present to you about our Smart Employee Management System. The Smart Employee Management System can be used for both small business and also large business in order for you to be able to manage your workers in an organization. Without wasting much of our time, let's quickly dive into and show you how the system actually works. So I already have my admin and the password details here for me to be able to use, and also I also have the user information and the password for you to actually input here to test this software before actually purchasing it from our website. So let me quickly log in with my details. So for the admin, I'll log in with admin@gmail.com, and for the password, I'll log in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After that, I'll click on the login. So I've already logged in successfully. I'm currently at the dashboard for the Smart Employee Management System. So at the top right here, you can see my image here. So for a user that does not have an image registered with in the system, there will be an avatar image that is going to display here for the user. But if you have an image, your image is going to show here. And we also have the name, and apart from that, you can click on this to actually log out if you are done working on the system and you want to go home after closing hours. So, and also I have this bar here for me to be able to collapse this and also open it back. And at the right side here, we have all the necessary information for we to be able to work with our Smart Employee Management System. Talking about our dashboard, this is our dashboard here. So for the dashboard, you'll be able to see the total number of the users, you'll be able to see the total number of the department you have, you'll be able to see the total number of notice that was actually created. No need of going to the notice board every day. You can be at your house, and the moment a notice has been published for you individuals, you'll be able to now go to the site and check it online. You can be on your bed and check the notice board without actually even visiting the notice board. All of these things will be done online, and you'll check all of these things at the comfort of your house for as long as the admin or the organization are actually posting all of these things. And if you also want to apply for a leave, you can apply for a leave whether you are at home or you are at the work. You'll be able to use this option here by clicking on this. It will take you to the page for you to be able to see the total number of leaves that you have, and you can also create your own leave as the worker in the organization. So below here again, we also have the username details here. So this is the membership details. So any user that was actually registered in this system, anytime you log in, you are going to get your details below here. Talking about your email address, your mobile number, your designation, that is aspect in terms of your role, in terms of your kind of a rank in the organization. Then we also have the start from. When did you actually start your work in an organization? We also have the department that you are working, and we also have your role to be an admin. Then we also have the description of your role. So every individual that the organization actually registered will be able to see all of these things here. Then apart from that again, going to the right side here, we have the department. So you will be able to create the department, and you'll be able to view the departments and as admin. So as the admin, if I want to create a department, I can just decide to create any department. Let me quickly go to the view department to actually look at the number of departments that I have. And if I want to also add another one, I have engineering, human resource, IT, finance and security. Okay, let's say I want to create project department. Let's say I want to create project department. So what is the function of this department? I just give it manage the organization budget. So after that, I'll click on submit. After submitting, you can see department created successfully. If I go down here, I will be able to see the department. You can see project department has been added automatically, and this is the description: manage the organization department. I can decide to edit this department by adding, you can see I missed the N here, so I will just add the N to complete the project department. So after that, you can see record updated successfully. So manage the organization project, and the department has been corrected. And if I like, I can go and delete the department by clicking on this. You can see confirm you're deleting. If you want to delete this, do you want to delete project department? If I want to delete this, I'll click on delete. If I don't want to delete, I'll click on cancel. So let's delete this department and see. You can see the record has been deleted successfully. I have deleted this department. I have deleted the department. And one beauty aspect of this is that you can decide to copy this to your clipboard and go and paste it somewhere, and you can also decide to export it as an Excel format for you to be able to view it in an Excel format. And you can also decide to print this information. You can also decide to print the information. I just refresh the page. So if I click on the print here, you can see so it's loading my preview. I can decide to save it as PDF. I can decide to select any printer to actually print this. It's still loading. So you can see smart employee management system. See security has already displayed, and it's just that department that will display for me. Then if I want to search for the human resource, I just type HU and it just shows me the human resource department. If I type H, you can see it will not just show anything, but please starting from 2 letters for the content of what you actually want to search for. If I want to search for engineering, I just type EN, and you can see all the words that actually have the EN within, they are going to come out. Maybe ENG again. I'm specific now to the engineering, just because it actually starts with this 3. Then the next one again, if I want to, then the next one again we'll quickly look into is the role. So for this role here, you will be able to assign a role to the user, and you can also view the role. But before assigning this role to the user, you need to create the user. So you need to create a user before assigning a role to the user. But let's quickly go and check the role that we actually have here. You can see we already have 3 roles here. We have the role for the admin, we have the role for the human resource, and we also have the role for the team lead that has already been added here. We also have the role for the team lead. Now for these roles here, you can be able to edit the role. You can be able to also delete the role for each of these users. If you want to edit the role of this team lead, if I click on this, it will take me to this, and also this is the team lead. Okay, what did I want to add in the description here? I can be able to add manage the total affair of what of the team members. So after that, I can now go to the employee. After going to the employee, I can create my employee, and I can also view the employee. But currently, these are the employees that we have. These are the employees that we have. You can also search for the employee. You can also export the employee. You can also copy the employee. You can also print the employee table. All of this information will be done with the software. All will be done with the software. Let's assume you have several employees in your organization, and you just quickly want to search for certain employee name. You will just quickly come here and say, okay, user. If I want to search for the user demo, I will quickly come and input the search for the user, and you can see I already have the user demo here, and it's specific for this employee alone. So you'll be able to see the photo of the employee, like I was telling you before. For this image here, you can see for this user was not created using an image. That's why you are seeing this avatar automatically showing. And you also get the user email address, you also get the role of the user, the department, and the signature of the user, the start date of the user, the address of the user, the mobile number. You can edit the user, you can delete. If you want to delete, you just ask you, do you want to delete the user demo? If it is yes, you delete. If it is no, you cancel. So if I don't want to use the search now, I'll just come here and cancel this, and everything is going to populate back for me to be able to see all of these things. So all of this information for this employee that was created, you will be able to create it using this create employee option here. If I want to create an employee, I will come here and input the employee name. You input the last name of the employee. You input the address of the employee, the mobile number, the department of the employee. You also include the designation of the employee. You also include the date that the employee actually started work, and also the image that the image of the employee. You can still update this without actually including the image, and anytime you are creating this without including the image of the employee, the image that will populate for the employee automatically will be the avatar image that will just pass correctly. And we also have the email verification or authentication system here for it to be able to verify the email address in the database. If you already have an email that was actually used before, the email address cannot be used again. The email address cannot be used again. And you cannot just submit this form by just clicking on this. You must fill all of this information here. Let's just start by testing one. Okay, test. Let's say testing as the first name and the user as the last name. Address. Let's give it Abuja. The phone number, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. The department, you can decide to select the security department. And when is this user? What's the role of this user? If you want to give it a designation, let's say assistant security. Let's say assistant security. When did the work start? You can select, let's say 19 of 1st 2024. If you want to attach an image, you can input an image. If you don't want to use an image, you can leave the image option blank. And email address. Let's say I want to use, if I take this adamobashir11@gmail.com, I've already used this email address, so I cannot use it again. So let's just continue and let's see. Now let's give it a password to be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 again, or let's say user demo. Let's give it a password to be user demo. We don't have issue with that. Okay, the role. What role do we want to give it? I should also hold the team lead role here. Okay, if it is a team lead role here, if you click on this submit, after that you can see email has already been taken. So you cannot use this same email address again because the email has already been taken. So that user will not be created automatically because the email has already been taken. So I quickly use the back option to go back, and let's say I want to take another email address and say user demo 1. User demo 1. Let's say password again. Start clicking on the back option. I'm back here on the human resource department. So under the human resource here for the role, you can see this is what the human resource can do. Human resource can view the department, they can view the role, they can view users, they can view the notice, they can also get the can list, and also for the role, also for the user, and also for the notice. And they can also send the mail. So if you are actually assigning all of this permission to users apart from the admin, if you don't want that user to have functionality of adding a department, you will not click on this. If you don't want the user to have the permission of editing the department, you will not click on this. You will leave it blank. So the state of this is when it's at empty, that is when it's 0, they will not have the functionality of doing that. But the moment it's 1, I've already changed the status to the 1, and they can have that functionality of either adding, editing, deleting, or viewing. So in this aspect, we want them to be able to view all of these things. So if you are also creating a user, you will not allow the user to be able to have the functionality of this leave, please. You will not allow the users to be able to have the functionality of this as the admin, because if you allow them the functionality of this, not that they cannot create a leave. Yes, they can create a leave, that's why we only have this, but listing the leave in terms of changing the options. When we are talking about the listing, for them to be able to see everything, like in terms of the viewing, and so they will not be able to get this information. As they can also approve a leave, they can also change the leave to reject. So on no condition should admin allow the users to actually have this functionality, only if the admin wants to do that. But the email, you can allow the users to be able to have the functionality for the email, so that you guys can kind of share the email information among yourselves. You guys can be able to share email information among yourself in an organization. You can be able to send email to the individual or to a department. You can be able to do all of that, and everything is included in this smart employee management system. Then after talking about the permission, so this is where you are going to create the permission on creating the permission. So this is the role permission and all access page. You'll be able to select the role. These are the roles that we actually created from here. That's why we give a user a role. So you'll be able to select the role. You have the admin, the human resource, and team lead. If I go to the role here, this is what I'm talking about. You can see the admin, the human resource, and team lead. So any role that you want to give the functionality for that role, and also for the user that you want the user to be able to have that functionality, this is where you are going to give that role to the user. You select the role and you are going to give them what they can actually do under the permission that you are giving them. And you can also create a leave, you can also approve a leave. So for the leave, that's why I said for the permission, you should not allow that functionality. For the leave page here, you can see we also have a leave from the user demo. We also have another leave from user demo. This is the leave that the user actually sent. The date that this leave was sent is 2024 on 20th of the 1st, and another one was also sent on 2024 1st of 6th. So and to when are you going to for your leave? Date from this, and when are you coming back from the leave is date to this. Now the description of the leave that the user actually created, you'll be able to read it, and you can print all of these things and keep as a record. I will be going on leave. My secretary will be available to attend all of these. You'll be able to get what type of leave, the study leave, or what type of sick leave, or any of the leave, or travel leave, or parental leave. Any of those information that you have already included them here. And also the status, you can be able to change the status to either approve, pending, or reject. So if you check here, the first one we have approved, the other one we have the pending. Right, we have approved, we also have pending, and you can also decide to change the status to also reject. You can see now this one that is on pending, if I reject it here, the user is going to get a reject message from his own end. The user is going to get a reject message, and you cannot just submit this, you need to fill this. You cannot just submit this, you need to fill this. If I want to approve, I can change this to approve. Let's say, okay, I want to change it to accept. Your leave is approved. Your leave is approved. Maybe that's what I'll include as the message, and the user is going to get this. You can see your leave is approved as the message, right? So this leave is approved. I can decide to also go and change the status to pending, right? I can decide, okay, maybe please, we already me leave at the moment. Maybe kindly send a request in 3 weeks. Let's say 3 weeks. Let's say I have this as the pending. I want to change the status back to pending. So after that, I'll click on this, and you can see the status has been changed to pending, and the user is also going to see all of these things from his own end. After all of these things, I'll log in with the user in one of my browser, and we'll be able to be going to and fro to actually look at how this thing is working. And the next one again we also have here is the notice. So you can create in. So we want to apologize for the break or the cracks from this video. This is as a result of our network issues, because we are actually working with this online. So going back to the notice here, we have the create notice and also the view notice. If I click on the create notice, this is where you are going to create the notice. You give a notice title, the description, when do you want people to actually get the notice. You'll be able to publish this. That is when you are creating the date for the notice, and also the name by who. Then you'll be able to include that here. You'll be able to include that here. Now the notice I want to add here, let's say title, video presentation for SEMS system, Smart Employee Management System. Video presentation for SEMS. Okay, this is the video presentation for SEMS system by and what date am I publishing this? Is today is 8. So by who? Adamu Bashir, and I'll create this notice. So you can also change the name by who is also making that. So now notice created successfully. If you go back to our notice board here, you will be able to see that we have another one, that is video presentation for SEMS system. The former one we had is just this Christmas and New Year holiday, and this one was just created. This is the video presentation for SEMS system. This is the video presentation for SEMS system. I can also edit this. I can also delete this. Do you want to delete video presentation for SEMS system? No, I'll cancel. Created by who, this and that. So the next one again, we have the overall aspect of this, and the beautiful aspect of this in this Smart Employee Management System is the email system. The email system for this, you can be able to send email to all staff. You can be able to send email to an individual in the organization, and you can be able to send email to a department. And every individual registered in that department, or every individual registered in the system, or every individual that you actually want to select and send the mail to are going to receive this email address. So now let's assume I just want to send this email to a person. You can choose the person, you can choose the department, and you can also decide to choose the all staff and actually send to all staff. So now if I want to choose a person. Now out of those registered users, the moment I click on choose a person, you can see it's asking me to select. So I want to select this Muhammad Bashir Adamu because it's the one that I know I have a genuine email address that I actually use. That is the one I know I have a genuine email address I actually use. Let me quickly go to the email address and see adamubashir11@gmail.com. Let's wait for the mail to come up while we actually go and type this our message in the body. Now I'm choosing a person, Muhammad Bashir Adamu. The body, I'm not typing the body message. This is a mail from the online video presentation. Online video presentation for the SEMS, Smart Employee Management System, for the SEMS system. Now after that, I'm done with this. Now I want to attach a file, because you can also decide to attach a file to this. If I want to attach a file, I'll come to this choose file. I'll click on the file I also want to attach on the message body. Let's wait for it to come up. Wait for it to come up. It's taking more than I expected. It's coming up. It's taking more than I expected. let's check our mail while waiting. Okay, I think it's already coming up. Coming up now. So I apologize for this delay. Actually, most of the time we are doing some of these things and you have a lot of things in your system, you definitely will encounter this issue. Let's see. It's not allowing me. It's not allowing me. It's too slow. So now, after selecting our user, we have typed the message in the message body, and now let's check the mail back. Okay, now this is the mail I want to use. Yeah, themembership11@gmail.com, because it's actually, let me copy this and go to the users, and you'll be able to check out what is the mail I'm using for this Muhammad Adamu. You can see this Muhammad Bashir Adamu. That's the one I'm using a genuine email address for. That's adamu@bashir11@gmail. However, this one I'm not using it anymore. I'm not using this anymore for this site. I've actually changed the direction of the website from my employee to employee. So if you check the site, you will not see my employee again. You only see the new website link to be employee.ozmadugu.com, not my employee.com. And this admin, you can see that the admin email address is not actually a genuine email address. I want to test this, so I actually select this so that I should use this for the main testing, so that you should be able to see that this email address is actually working. That's why I added this email address. So now let's just go and select the staff. You can decide to mail by all staff. You can decide to choose by department, and by you select engineering department, human resource, IT, finance, security, or you can also decide to choose by the person. So choosing by the person, I want to use the Muhammad Bashir Adamu here, because it's the one that is having the email address that is actually genuine email address. So the body they actually copy, let me paste it back. This is the mail from the online video presentation for the SEMS system. I want to go and select an image to include. Let me go to image library. Going to my library, let me go to picture, into my picture. Let me go down. So let me go down and I select this picture, my logo here for the business. Let me select this logo. After selecting this logo, I will double click, or I will just select and click and deselect here. It will enter, and this is the logo I actually selected. And after that, I'll click on this submit. I'll click on submit and wait while it loads. You can see email sent successfully, right? Email sent successfully, right? What a beautiful smart employee management system. You can select any one of these and send. You can see my image has already increased here to be 2. It was actually 1. Now this is the name. You can see SEMS system here, right? SEMS system, smart employee management system, from what? info@ozmadugu.com. Let me quickly open this. Right, yes, right. So this message is actually coming from the info@ozmadugu.com. Right. Now let me log into the user. Let's log in with the user details. Click on login. I don't want to save this. Let's save this. So let's wait. So now I've logged in as the user, right? I've logged in as the user, so you can see This user is the user that we say doesn't have the normal image, so it has the avatar, and you can see the name to be user demo, right? And welcome user demo. You can be able to click on this to check the users that we have, and you can see the users will not have the functionality of editing or deleting. The users will not have the functionality of editing or deleting. They can see all of these informations. They can see, so that anytime they actually want to reach out to the users in an organization or users within an organization, they can quickly come to this place and get the users information. They can know the users role, their users position, and every other thing. But they cannot edit the users and they cannot delete the users. This can only be done by the admin or the owner of the organization, or by the admin. Anybody handling the system will be the one to be able to edit or delete this. Now if I go back to the dashboard again, the department, the user can still see the department, but they cannot also edit the department, they cannot delete the department. They will be able to see the department and the description of the department. Now if you go to notice, the users can be able to see the notice. You can see this is the notice we actually made with the admin dashboard recently when we were making this video, a video presentation for SEMS system, right? This is the video presentation for SEMS system by Adamu Bashir, and you can see the created date to be this, right? So, and this is the former one for the holiday. So the users can be able to see the notice and they will be able to read the notice, but they cannot be able to see the leave entirely here. But they can create their leave, and any leave they create, they will be able to get their information. You can see 401 unauthorized, 401 unauthorized, because they are not authorized to actually see this page here. And these are the details by the user, and the user can click on this. They can view the department, but they cannot create the department. And they can also click on this. They can also view role, but they cannot create the role. They can view all the employees, but they cannot edit or delete. And the permission is actually restricted for the user. You can see if I'm clicking on this, the arrow will just go down and go up, but it will not allow the user to be able to see this functionality. Now the leave, the users can be able to create leave. Yes, they can create leave. Anytime they want to go for leave, they can be able to create their leave, and they can be able to send the leave. And this is the leave that was created by the user. Anytime they want to get their leave, they will be able to get their specific leave on below this option here. They will be able to get their specific leave. Now let's assume I want to create a leave here. That will say, okay, when did I want to select the intended date for my leave? Let's say I want to go on 18, and when am I expected to return? Let's say 25. What leave did I want to go for? What leave did I want to go for? Let's say I want to go for other leave. This leave now, the description of the leave, let's say making leave description, making leave description video. I will send this, right? The moment I send this, you can see leave created successfully, and the moment the user come to this, they will be able to see this leave to be what? To be pending, right? So if I go back to the admin page and I go on the start leave, if I click on this create leave, I will see the recent one by the user, right? There is the user demo and making leave description video just now, right? And you can see I have not done anything here. That's why you are seeing this, and it's what? Order leave. So if I go to this and I change this leave to reject, I will just say your leave is rejected. Your leave is rejected. The moment I click on this and I submit, automatically you can see it has already added. And if you go to the user page here, if you go to the user page and if I refresh this page now, the status for the leave, you can see the user is going to get this message like, okay, the leave is what? Is rejected. The leave is rejected. Now this rejected leave, anytime you either approve a leave or you did not approve it, and the user decides to come and edit that leave, the user decides to come and edit the leave. Let's say I want to edit any of it, and I go and click on update this leave. Anytime the user updates any leave, the status is going to change from the admin dashboard. The status is going to change from the admin dashboard. You can see leave updated successfully, right? Leave updated successfully. Now if I go down, you know, this leave was actually approved before, right? If you check here, and now it has changed to what? To pending, because the user have already tampered with the leave that was approved. So since the user have tampered with it, the status will now go back automatically to pending. And if I refresh this page, the approved leave now will now be changed to pending. You can see it's now changed